Hello and welcome to another action figure review. My name is Tyler G of Batman Figs on Instagram. And today we are looking at Deathstroke from the Arkham Origins video game. And this is from the DC Multiverse from Todd McFarlane. And just by pulling them out of the box, this is my favorite by far of any McFarlane multiverse figure that he's made, any DC multiverse figure by him. The detail's outstanding. The articulation is perfect for the amount of movement that this guy needs as the greatest assassin of all time. I'll get into, some of the things I don't like in a second, but let's just bask in the glory that, if I could get in the focus. Look at that. Look at the detail. All the detail in the sculpt work on the navy blue side. Oh, and he fell. He's camera shy. Now this foam board is a little bouncy. Plus the cars outside don't help. Alright, well let's get this guy focused. Alright, there we go. See, he's got pouches for different weapons. He's got the chainmail popping out underneath. He's got the belt. He's got a grenade on the side. More pouches. A sidearm that you can't remove the pistol. That sucks. His sword. Boots, shin guards. Let's get the back of him. And I talked a little bit about on my first Instagram post how the way he was packaged, the way he was packaged, that the sheath for his sword was a little bent, and I'll show it here. You can see from that top view how it's bent. But you can also see his tassels, which they're posable. You can move them side to side. They have some movement. They're pliable, yet they feel durable. Like they're not going to just break off easily. Still waiting for a company to make like a bendy wire posable tassels for Deathstroke, but none yet. Alright, I'll show off some of the articulation. So you can move his shoulders up about that much. His shoulder pads move, they don't get into the way. He does have some bicep swivel, and his whole shoulder pad moves with it when you move it. It's like connected to it. He does have double elbow. He can rotate at the waist. He does have some bend, not too much, forward and back, but you can rotate. He has double knee, and of course the ankle it's hinged and it's on a ball joint, so it can basically move everywhere. The head, you can look up a little bit and look down a little. Oh, there's the up. You can look up a decent amount and look down a decent amount. Alright, so now to the things that I don't like. There we go. Alright, so the things that I don't like. For one, the accessories are lacking. This guy, Deathstroke, is a all-time great assassin, and he's proficient in all types of melee combat as well as with guns. He uses guns a lot, even as recent as live action with the Titans. He was using guns. So the fact that he couldn't throw in a gun when they've done guns before for like the Joker and stuff, that's perplexing. But other than that, I think in terms of accessories, they could have at least added a bow staff, which the character is known for. And if you want an unmasked version of this figure, you're gonna have to buy another version of this figure, but basically just the head's gonna be different. So you're just buying a variant version with the unmasked head. And if you get that, who knows if you're going to even be able to take off that head and put on this masked version, or interchange them on either figure, or if you're just going to have to use a different figure, different figure each time you want to use the head. That's just bizarre to me that they'll charge you $40 just to get a different head. I know Diamond Select used to do that, and even they recently have stopped doing that. So it's just weird that we're going backwards and going back to something that archaic. It feels like having to spend all that money. But with him, I'm probably not going to take his mask off too much anyway, even if I did have an alternate version, because it just looks so cool. All right, so now let's do some size comparison. Now I'm gonna compare him to the first McFarlane DC Multiverse Batman release, which was the Action Comics 1000. And I know a lot of people aren't big fans of it. I'm not a big fan of the plainness, especially when he's just a couple days later, or weeks later, he released pictures of another comic book Batman, already way more detailed. So it's like, why did you even release this? But you see Batman's a little taller. And it's just funny to show his latest release and the Deathstroke compared to this first Batman release. All the details, and it's hard to believe it's even the same company that made these two figures. Alright, now a size comparison with something more in line with this Deathstroke. And that is the McFarlane Arkham Asylum Batman. And he's taller than Deathstroke. But he also fits in perfectly with the aesthetic. I'll probably be using this Batman for photos with this Deathstroke, mostly. Then let's bring a little Titan for Deathstroke to be compared next to. And oh, even though he's a Teen Titan, looks like he's taller than Slade. Here, let's move your head up. Let's move your gaze up. Yeah, Nightwing's still a little taller. So all of these right now that I have out are McFarlane, all the McFarlane Multiverse figures that I have. It's hard to believe that this many has already been released and I haven't even gotten half of them. John Stewart taller. So it looks like, for the most part, let's see how these guys are. Oh, Joker or Batman that laughs is a little smaller, not counting the ears. Let's see, White Knight Batman. This is like one of the most stiff McFarlane Multiverse figures. A little taller. All right, now final comparison. Well, we'll do Joe. This one. Smaller. Jack is a little smaller. We'll do Murder Machine Batman. This is the figure that I was sent initially from GameStop after I ordered Deathstroke. And I said, at least they got the colors right. But overall, look at this. Deathstroke just looks so sick. I mean, how can you not get him if you see him? I had to order him just because I knew he was going to be highly coveted. And I'm glad I did. I'm glad I didn't leave this one up to fate. Alright, that's the review. If you want to see more pictures, check out my Instagram @BatmanFigs. And if you're too lazy to type that in to Instagram, there's a link below in the description box. Bye.